Hey guys, my name is Scoby and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Xenia, which is an Xbox 360 emulator that will let you play Xbox 360 games on your PC. Let's jump right into this. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is coming to this link. Links is always in the description down below. And this is going to be for the Xenia emulator. Once we're here, we're going to be coming to the right side on releases. We're going to be clicking this. We're then going to be downloading the latest version, which at the time of recording is 3.4. Come here. Download the Xenia manager.zip file, and then your download will begin. Now, while we have our web browser open, we're also going to be coming to this link and we're going to be downloading 7-zip. Simply come here, click download, and let 7-zip download. Now, I will also mention about game compatibility, which I'll also leave links in the description down below. Here we can come and search for any game, and we'll get an idea for how well or how bad it will run on Xenia for any games that are tested. So for example, if I want to search for Fable, I can see here Fable 2, which is a game that I want to play, that it will have some GPU draw corrupts, but overall the state is into the gameplay, which means you should be able to get as far as gameplay in the game. We'll get some more details and screenshots for how the game is running, and here you'll get an idea for how well your game will run, which should help you manage expectations when trying to set up games. Now, once you have everything downloaded, the first thing I'm going to be doing is installing 7-zip. We're going to be double clicking our 7-zip exe, click yes on the Windows pop-up, select an install location. I'm just going to be leaving it on my C drive, click install, and then 7-zip will be installed. Click close. Now, games we'll talk about a little bit later. The first thing I'm going to be doing from now is installing Xenia. To do this, we're first going to have to extract this file. Here we need to right click, show more options, hover over 7-zip, and extract here. The Xenia file will be here. We're then going to be left with this Xenia manager exe file. We're going to be double clicking this. Xenia is going to open right away. And here we need to set up a few more things. We're going to be coming to this option here on the left, manager install Xenia. And we're going to need to install at least this first Xenia Canary file. Click install. It's then going to give you this secondary pop-up where you'll need to create or open a profile. Since this is our first time doing it, we're going to be clicking create profile, enter a gamer tag, enter any username you would like, click create, and then this is going to be created. We're then going to be coming back to our manage installed files. And here we have two additional things that we can install. One is the Xenia mouse hook, which will basically allow you to play games with a keyboard and mouse. This is something I'd recommend installing. And the second is the netplay, which will basically allow you to play online. I'm not going to be looking at this in today's video. However, this is something you can set up inside your Xenia. For the mouse hook, we're going to be clicking install here next. And then we're going to be getting this same pop-up, create a profile, again, enter a username, click create, and then this is going to be created. And we can always check for updates here using the update button. If there are updates available, it will become available to update the file. From this point, we're going to be looking at a couple of settings. We're going to be coming here to the Xenia settings on the left. And here in this dropdown, we will have two options by default. One is the Xenia Canary, which I'd recommend using for your controller. And the second is the Xenia mouse hook, which you can use and edit independently. With these settings, these are our default in Xenia, and you do need to save these manually. So every time you make a change that you're happy with, make sure to click the save button here on the top right. So we're going to be looking at a couple of key settings. Then we're going to be adding some games in here, looking at some game settings, and setting the emulator up fully. We're going to be looking at display. The first thing we can set up is opening in full screen. By default, your games will open up in a windowed view. We can adjust the internal display resolution. Here we can go up to 1080p by default, or we can set up a custom resolution if you would like to go up to 4K. However, you'll need quite a powerful system. However, this is something you can experiment with depending on the game that you're playing. And I'm also going to be setting my frame rate limit to 60 frames per second. I would not recommend going any higher than this at the moment. Up to 60 FPS is what I would leave this as. We're then going to be coming to the graphics settings. Here we can set up our graphics API. And here we have two options, DirectX 12 or Vulkan. Now, usually I recommend Vulkan as a default. However, at the current state of Xenia, it's better to leave it on DirectX 12, or you can also leave it on any. It should take DirectX 12 by default. Vulkan can work in some games, however, it will refuse to work in other games. So it's something you can experiment with, but DirectX 12 at the moment is the safer choice when running Xenia. Scrolling down a bit, we're going to be next looking at the anti-aliasing option. Here we have three options, none, FXAA, or extreme. I'm simply going to be setting it to the FXAA. For scaling and image sharpening, here if you have an AMD graphics card, you can set up FSR. And I believe it will give an option for the NVIDIA alternative, although I don't have an NVIDIA GPU to test that at the moment. I'm going to be leaving the settings at default. Everything else I'm going to be leaving alone. And then lastly, we can come here to the user input. And I have tested this with a couple of controllers. However, the Xbox One and the Xbox Series controllers just seem to work the best out of the box. What you need to do here is under the input system, instead of any, we can select X input, which is our Xbox controller input here. We can enable that. If you do want to use a keyboard, you can feel free to go over to the mouse hook in a moment. However, just keep in mind, make sure to save your settings before switching between tabs, as otherwise you will lose any settings that you have saved up here. Here underneath mouse hook, we have some additional options here that you can feel free to change, specifically the mouse sensitivity and the FOV sensitivity are two things you might want to take a look at. The rest you can leave as default. Now, once we have this set up, this is going to become the basis for all of our games that we're going to be using in Xenia. From this point, we're going to be coming back to the top left. We're going to be opening our game library here. And now we're going to talk about games. And I will mention from this point, I will not be showing you where to download games. Games are easy to find online if you want to download them. A quick Google search will help you out. However, there are typically two types of games you can get for your Xbox 360. There are normal disc-based games, and then there are XBLA or Xbox Live Arcade games. These both run and perform a bit differently on Xenia. I'm going to be showing you how to set up both. If you download games, they'll most likely come in a zipped or a compressed folder in a .7-zip or a .rar format. Both of the games I have here are .7-zip files, and we're first going to need to extract these. This is where we will use 7-zip from earlier. We need to right click, show more options, 7-zip, extract here, and then your game will extract. Now, most likely your normal Xbox 360 games will come in a .iso or a disk image format like this. And your XBLA games will come in a different folder structure and will typically contain a random string of characters that will be set up a bit differently. From this point, we're going to be coming back over to Xenia. We're going to be selecting this scan folder here, and we're going to be locating to where our games are downloaded. Here, you'll have to select your Xenia version that you would like to use. I'm going to be sticking with my Canary version, and then locate to your games. I'm going to be selecting my parent folder that has all of my games inside. Click select folder, and then we will see our games will be added here. Here I can see my Fable 2, which is my normal Xbox 360 game. However, my secondary game did not show up here. Here I might still have to manually select it, so we're going to be clicking the plus here on the top left. And we're going to have to go down all the way lower into our XBLA folder game, which I can see my individual file here. Select it, click OK, and then my arcade game will be added. Now it will be very clear what is an arcade game and what is a normal Xbox 360 game here. You can see that the arcade has the arcade stripe on the top. Now from this point, any game we launch will use our default settings. However, in Xenia, there is also a game compatibility page which can give us more details. To check this for any game, we can right click, open compatibility page, and it's going to open up a link for your specific game. It will give you the details of the game, include some screenshots, mention any issues. I can even recommend disabling or enabling specific game settings for that specific game. Now we've already set up our default game settings. However, if we come back to the settings tab here on the left, what we now have, if we click this drop down, are extra individual settings per specific game. Now they will take the default settings as set up before. That's why we set those up. However, now if I want to set up specific games, for example with Fable, I can go through and do that. So if I know that the game will not run at 1080p, it runs better at 720, I can set that up for that specific game, enable or disable specific things, and here I can experiment to find the exact settings I want for each of the games I want to play. Make sure any changes you make, you click save here. One additional thing Xenia also has is the optimized settings here. If we click this cloud refresh option, click this, it will then set up additional optimized settings. Click close, make sure to click save again, set up the optimized settings if it has any available, click save, and then your games will be set up. I'm then going to be launching Fable 2, simply left click it. It's going to launch in full screen as we set up before, and your game should run correctly with the settings you have set up.
And so our story begins.
To exit full screen, we can simply click the escape key on our keyboard. We'll then be brought to this additional window where we have some extra options here as well. For the moment, I'm going to be exiting my game by coming to File, Exit, and my game will now be shut down. Now, if you do ever close down Xenia and you would like to open it up, we simply need to look for the Manager exe here again. We will see that everything is saved inside and our games will always be visible. However, if you would like to pin this to your taskbar, feel free to do that. Or if you would like to make a desktop shortcut, you can right click, show more options, create shortcuts, and then here you'll have a shortcut that you can copy to anywhere you want on your computer, just to keep in mind how to get back to the Xenia Manager specifically, in case you ever want to get back here. I'm also going to be loading up the arcade game here, just double click it. And here you can see my game is running. Of course, you'll have to vary your expectations depending on the compatibility of the game. So feel free to check the compatibility page and just keep in mind that this emulator is still in development. Anyway guys, it's as easy as that to set up and play Xbox 360 games on your PC in 2026. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. Subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on the channel. Until next time guys, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.